Infect today. London Mulligan, supposedly going live on Modo over the course of the next couple hours. We're going to see if we can find ourselves some London Mulligans in some of these games. Because I want to try out the new Mulligan rule. Autumn Burchett reads MTG Lore, part 1 of 89. I can start my own ASMR series. Oh my gosh. Ooh. This isn't bad. Jeez. It's heckin' nice. You have to mull every hand, just so we know. We do not yet know if this game was played with London Mulligan in effect or not. Alas. Alas. Why would you ever mulligan? We're just never gonna have to mulligan all league long. It's gonna be great. No! Rude. So rude. Alright. Alright. See how it is, opponent. See how it is. Well, maybe this is wrong. Maybe I meant to go Inkmoth here, because if they Inquisition my Blighted Agent, I'd want to get in an attack with my Inkmoth. Yeah, this is pretty loose. Alright, we're one turn in and we've already made a mistake. Strong start. Sorry, I've already made a mistake. Should not hold chat accountable. Also, if this is Grixis Shadow, I guess it's not Grixis Shadow because they have martial arts. What is it? Maybe it's like Jund Shadow? 4-color Shadow? We probably owe you a few mistakes. No! Punished! Ah! So frustrating. Punished for my mistakes. It's fine, I'm gonna draw another Blighted Agent, and then I'm not gonna be punished anymore. Hey there, Kalanaka. Good to see you. I do not believe it is Shadow Zoo. I think they would have done something by now. Maybe they wouldn't have. Maybe their draw's been a bit weird. Also, I don't think Shadow Zoo plays Inquisition, right? God, I kind of want to get this... This is... So we're one turn in and I've made 2 mistakes. Because I actually wanted to save the fetch land to find Dryad Arbor with. Gabroth, thank you for the 8th month resub. That means a lot to me. Thank you for the continued support, Gabroth. Alright, alright. We can recover. We've only made 2 mistakes so far in 1 turn. Ah. Yes, I'm getting this breeding pool. Blighted Agent. Blighted Agent. I mean, that means we can now go fetch the mighty Dryad Arbor. The strongest of all the lands. To be fair, like, there's a decent chance if we attacked with the Inkmoth that turn, it just gets fatal pushed. It's not like we necessarily missed out on much. This matchup does feel awkward. Dokamoy check. I think Dokamoy is in fact here. Lurking in the shadows. Hey there, Calculoso. Good to see you. Ooh, heckin' nice. Alright. That's something. Oh, I think Dokamoy said hi earlier. Ooh, cast blushed. Nice. Alright, do I want to get in for the extra point? I guess we do. I guess we don't need to. Yeah, we still don't have that, Alicia. I think that can be easily fixed there. So 159. So I don't actually need the Pendelhaven point. So I can probably just let this happen. And not run into a fatal push. There's also the option of like double Mutagenic and then Vines to protect this, but then we don't get the Pendelhaven point anyway. I'd rather save the Vines to try and protect a lethal Inkmoth and get the +4/+4. I'm not sure. Let me do Ghazi and Inkmoth Nexus. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Infect. Indeed, Mare. We need to complete some people. It's important. Hey, not every deck can have Thalia in it. Yeah. If every deck has Thalia in it, then Thalia decks no longer have good matchups. So, it is necessary for other decks to not have Thalia. Alright, well, this is pretty terrifying. If we could draw a Blossoming Defense, that would be nice. That's not quite what I requested. Do I just have to go for it? Like, I don't really see what other option there is. I can fetch a Dryad Arbor to chump for a turn, but we'd have to draw specifically Blossoming Defense to make that worth it. Yeah, I feel like we're just dead if I don't go for it. I agree. And we have lethal in hand if they don't have anything. Alright, I'm gonna enter into the plan of killing them. Killing them sounds strong. Alright, play the breeding pool. Animate my Inky. Mutagenic Growth, my Inky. Ah! Mare. I also very much want to spend time with you as well, Mare. You are amazing. And among the cutest. Very high ranked, must be said. Uh-huh. I mean, I don't feel like there was much else I could have done here. Oh my gosh. Mir has successfully blushed. Optimal. Alright, I assume Nissa's just gas. Nissa seems amazing. And then we have like a bunch of possibilities. None of which are like clear how good they are. I think Distortion Strike seems pretty bad. They don't have that many blockers. They don't have flying blockers. So I'm just going to take out the Distortion Strikes. I kind of almost want to like trim some Mutagenic Growths. Is that crazy? Just because they're like pretty low impact cards. Skites seem good. Yeah, I kind of like the idea of Skites. At least like one more anyway. The Mutagenic Growths just seem like pretty low impact considering how much our opponent's just looking to 1-for-1 with us. I imagine we want to like trim on pump spells regardless. Oh my gosh, Mia. Can confirm you are delightful to cuddle. Which of these do I want? I kind of don't want to like overboard. Do you want like one? one more card, I think. Yeah, it does calculate, so it's like pretty rough. It's also just magic though. I kind of just want a Dispel, almost. Dispel's pretty awkward against discard spells, I guess. I don't think I want too many Dismembers, though. Like, a Dismember seems nice. I guess I'm worried that, like, their Shadows can get out of Dismember range. Even their Glyphs can get out of Dismember range without too much difficulty. So I don't really want to go too ham on that card. Have I played Tron yet? I have not. Hopefully do that later. If indeed the London Mulligan rule is live for us. Sneep. Now what are we doing? This is like really awkward. So if I lead on Elf, they can just push it. But if I lead on a Mana Dork, they get to discard spell the Elf. Why do I hate science? We should mulligan, shouldn't we? Find out if the rule's in effect. Hey there, Sora. It's going great. Yeah, the Tron is going to be really good with the London Mulligan rule. Because it's a deck that already wants to mulligan a lot anyway. And that can win games very easily off low numbers of cards. So, like, all those games beforehand where you're mulliganing to, like, 5 with Tron to find Tron, you suddenly just, like, get your hand that much improved. Which is really exciting. Yeah, you don't know if your match is going to have the London Mulligan in effect or not until you're in that match. Goodbye, Glistener Elf. This is my concern. But, like, if I lead on the Elf, they can just Fatal Push it, right? So, at least this way we've developed our mana and we're, like, developing our board a bit. Yeah, they might have, like, bolts too, Lassie. Dismembers. See ya, Lesha. Ooh. Inkmoth is a heckin' nice draw. I am not going to attack them. I do not think we want to be dealing 2 damage to our opponent. Or we just peel Nexus. You know, strong plays. Yeah, it is Cosmic. I want an effect for you. It's probably an effect always, but I'm not really sure. Oh my god, Mare. Ah. Incoming Tarmogoyf. Show me the Goyf. We currently have like 7 Infects stored up. Not that far from killing. Oh my gosh, Daniel. You flatterer. Oh, is this a collective brutality? I think I meant to say brutal here. I think that's the correct response. I kind of just want to save this. Like, I feel like they're gonna take the Dispel anyway. The Hierarch feels like it's worth, like, a lot for me. I don't know. Which spell are they taking? Dispel. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Alex. Why you gotta be like this? This is Jun Shadow, yep. We got soundly beaten up by a pair of shadows last game. Tarmogoyf. Can actually kill that, which is pretty nice. Hey there, Migas. I assume I'm just meant to do this. If they tap out for, like, a Stubborn Denial or something, Means they can't threaten to kill the Inkmoth. I do not think I'm meant to go fetch a Dryad Arbor here. Maybe I am. I guess I'd like want to get it out of my deck, right? So I don't draw it. And they're going to be trying to kill the Inkmoth regardless. Alright, strong draw. Like, I could wait. I just don't think waiting gets me anywhere. And they could also just not have anything. Holding lands. Yeah, we're going to hold the lands for Groundswell. I agree with that. We only have the one left, but... Am I trying to play around potential Chalice again by not playing spells? Something like that. It's a strong approach, right? What? A mighty 4/4. That deck is not functioning over there very well. Hey. Dis. Jun Shadow, who would play that garbage? You're one to talk, Daniel. Rawr. No, Mia. Hope work goes okay. Talk to you this evening. My game interview was awesome. Thank you so much, TSS. I'm glad you thought so. It was really fun recording with Jerry and Brian. I'm such a big fan of their podcast. I don't know if I just like want the third Spellskite. Meh, you are well aware those are not the colours of mana that Gaia's Cradle taps for. I mentioned this to you earlier. Rawr. Okay, what do we do? Like, I could bring in the Spellskite, I don't know. I've got, like, the Nissas to help with threat density. Ooh, absorb this. Oh no, Meh, you countered my spell and you gained 3 life. That's so brutal. How am I gonna beat that? Alright. 1-1. This matchup seems scary, but sometimes they just don't have a fatal push, apparently. Which would you say you approve more of, Daniel? Jun Shadow or Blue-Black Fairies? That's the real question. Secluded Glen. Do you approve more of Jun Shadow or Secluded Glen? That sounds pretty accurate, Sora. Oh my gosh. Alright. Incoming Inquisition. There's a creature named Crunch. What? That's kind of gas. Yeah, like, I want to see the London Mull in action, but I'm also not going to mulligan good hands, you know? I'm just going to assume these games have been played with the London Mulligan and that it's had a dramatic impact on what's occurred. Hey, Fex, you get fed up enough of losing with nonsense that eventually... Right. I guess I just want to get a fetch land in the yard for the agent. I've got like plenty of fetches to find... not for the agent, for Become Immense. I've got plenty of fetches in my hand for Dryad Arbor later anyway. Top of my library is getting exceedingly looked at. Yeah, so what I'm confused about is if it's not getting rolled out for everyone at once, and you play a match with the London Mall, and then you play another match against someone who doesn't have the London Mall yet, is it just like forced that they have the London Mall? Or can you have it taken away from you? Like, it's kind of weird. Kind of weird. They're allowing it to spread virally via matchups. Jeez. Oh. God, I kind of want to wait on deploying this Blighted Agent. I feel like if I cast it right now, it's just going to die. So I'm just going to play the Breeding Pool tapped, pass the turn. Next turn, we play the Blighted Agent with protection up. And we'll also be able to fetch a Dryad Arbor to play around Lily of the Veil. Or we could get Inquisitioned. Make me look really silly. Like, this was the risk of holding the agent in hand, but we also have like a million protection spells. And they didn't cast an Inquisition on turn 1. So it like kinda made sense to wait. I always find these sorts of like positions against the interactive decks tough with this deck. Today on trying to kill with Dryad Arbor, yep. Looks like the life we're gonna lead. Ooh. Cast my Inkmoth Nexus. Say go. This Inky is looking heckin' nice. We have 2 ways to protect it. Or we could have a flying Dryad Arbor that deals 1.5 more damage and is only killable on our turn. Seems strong. Incoming Fulminator Mage. I mean, obviously we can protect it from Fulminator Mage. I'm just, you know, the whole can only protect it on our turn thing. Hey there, friend. Right then. No time like the present. Rawr. Okay, that's Aura. Alright, so we deal 1 to them. Kinda didn't want to, like I can just deploy Glistener Elf this turn and have 1 piece of protection up on my end step. Then if they kill the Glistener Elf, it makes the Become Immense really easy to delve. I don't know. Eep. Yeah. The other option was like, don't deploy the Glistener Elf, have both pieces of protection up, because like these 2 are lethal together next turn. It's like a bit tough. I'm gonna cast this just because it's more expensive to get the pump out of. I don't know, this is kind of tough. Like, it's like pretty reasonable that they'd have 2 removal spells in hand, right? Losing the Inkmoth definitely makes this a lot tougher. Because we can't protect the Glistener Elf on their turns. Now they get a Liliana. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, at least the Dryad Arbor is like pretty close to lethal without much help. Which is something. Burn isn't a deck online. It doesn't see much play. Sees like a bit because it's kind of cheap. But it definitely sees less play now just because it's like, you know, not very good. To word it kindly. Alright. Have a look-see. Wooded Foothills. Oh, such a tilt. I want to fetch the Dryad Arbor on that end step. I really don't want to draw Wooded Foothills. I guess I just discard the Wooded Foothills and it's fine. Whatever. I'm just going to say go discard Wooded Foothills. Because I'm going to need to Blossoming Defense on that end step, right? Anyway. Most likely. And then just like hope they don't have a blocker somehow. So we need them to have no blockers and only one removal spell and no discard. Despite having missed land drops. Ah. I wonder if things go differently if I hold up both protection spells to Inkmoth. It's still kind of rough because they only need a removal spell to get us. Even then. On the follow-up turn. After like double protection. That is a Tarmogoyf. It cannot be a Tarmogoyf. Yeah. We don't have Distortion Strike in our deck at the moment, Lassie. So I don't actually know how we kill them. Imagine the answer is we don't. Do I have a way to grant trample? I do not. I can make 2 blockers and use these to like ensure my Inkmoth lives through blocking. And that the Grim Lava Monster doesn't take down one of the creatures. It's like kind of something. That's fair, Lassie. My thinking was like they can't block. Like my thinking was that I'm like less inclined to have Distortion Strike in matchups where Inkmoth is just unblockable. Because then only like 4, or I guess only 5 of my threats are actually trying to get through on the ground. And like Distortion Strike's like a little bit awkward against their removal in general. And like just attrition in general. Since it doesn't add much actual infect damage for you. Yeah, that's fair. Hierarch is relevant for sure. Can like randomly kill them a bunch. And now they kill me with the Lava Monster. Yep. GG opponent. I wonder if I get there. They didn't actually show us another removal spell for the Inkmoth. Maybe I would have if I just played it more patient. Yeah, that was my thinking calculus, so I figured they just have like a lot of removal that lines up well against a card like Distortion Strike, where Distortion Strike kind of like forces you to commit. I think I should cut all the mutagenics. That's fair. I cut 2 of the mutagenics. I think I cut the two mutagenics, 2 strikes. But I could see Strike being better than mutagenic. Strike, mutagenic doesn't help against lightning bolt, right? So it doesn't actually help against their removal even. Yeah, Squirmer, we played against 2 Chalice of the Void decks yesterday. And then we were like, huh, this curve. Alright, Kalanaka, have a good day. Yeah, mutagenic's pretty bad against the removal decks, I agree. Alright. Let's see if we can mulligan. I don't want to mulligan, but you know, I also want to mulligan. God damn it. I swear this is one of those hands that Aaron would tell me to keep. See ya, Geryan. Have a nice day. Like, I don't see any world in which you keep this hand. In the dark, at least. No! No! We don't have a London mulligan yet. My heart can't take this. I kind of want to keep this. If it draws a land, this is an incredibly fast kill. Is it crazy that I want to keep this hand? Let's keep and be disappointed shortly. If we draw a land, this is like turn 3. Or something like that, pretty easily. Whatever. Let's find a land. We have like the Bauble for a redraw. Even if we start the game on turn 2, we still like Goldfish. Turn 4, right? We get 2 clean looks at a land and then like 2 slightly rougher looks at a land. Hey, skill game. No luck involved in this game whatsoever. Could never make such claims. Never didn't have it. This deck just lets you feel alive. Ah! Also, opponent's playing a 61 card Tron deck, I just noticed. We're gonna have the turn 2. I guess not quite. We'd need like another... We're still like pretty close. So I get to Mutagenic and then hold open Vines? I guess I could also just hit them and not do anything. I'm a bit worried of Wormcoil. I guess we just can't beat Wormcoil this game. We hit them for 1, then... I guess if I cast the second elf... Yeah, it's better versus Wormcoil. I agree. It means we can actually kill through a Wormcoil. Then if we draw a fetch land, we're live to kill them next turn. Right. And they can't Oblivion Stone us next turn anyway. They can kill both with Ballista, but we're not beating a Ballista regardless. And this plays around both Wormcoil and Karn, whereas holding open Vines only plays around Karn. So, this is pretty good. Please don't cast a Ballista. Don't do it, opponent. Alright. Oh, I guess they can hit my land. There's not a lot I could have done about that, though. Why is Tron so good? Alright. Yes, this doesn't actually play around Khan, we just couldn't play around Khan. You're correct. Alright, attack you, attack Khan. Pump the one that's going at Khan. Put them to 5? Nah, I think we have to take down Khan, right? Otherwise it's too easy for them to take down both our creatures. I guess then we can't beat Oblivion Stone. But at least if I start discarding to hand size, I can fuel become immense. Alright. Well, positive note, Ulamog currently doesn't exile any permanents. I am losing to Tron. Skillfully. We actually beat Tron like twice yesterday. I can't even tap concede. I can in my heart. Alright. Ceremonious Rejection. Spell Pierce. Can all come in. Take out Distortion Strike. Oh, we probably want a Spellskite. Take out Dismember. Take out Dryad Arbor. Aaron would in fact not be proud. Can confirm. Alright, something like this. Was that game super close, Lassie? It didn't feel that close, but I mean, this is a keep. Just need to draw into some pump spells, right? And this hand's pretty good. I guess I'd like to see what my next draw is, because it could influence what I play here. Vines of Vastwood. So if I play Glistener Elf, then play Hierarch, put them to 2, and then a Mutagenic Growth kills them turn 3. Or any pump spell. So I think I want to lead on Glistener Elf, right? Make sure I get in my 2 damage next turn. I like that. I like that plan. Ooh, TSS. I guess we know what deck you're building next. Oh my gosh, we have the turn 3. It's the turn 3. This is great. Alright. So I cast the Hierarch. Get in for the 2. You're another War of the Spark. War of the Spark seems sweet. I'm very excited for it. It was the most excited I've been in for a set in quite a while. I can't remember the last time that I thought a set looked this sweet. Oh my word. That is not a walking ballista, friend. It's not even close to a walking ballista. Now we don't even get got by like double gut shot. Oh no, they could gut shot my Noble Hierarch for attacks. Get me. Or then I just animate Inkmoth. Ignore me, I'm being derpy. Alright, I would like to kill you, friend. If that's acceptable. Awesome. Yeah, I think they've handled the Planeswalkers really well. The uncommon ones are like... The designs are actually pretty varied. None of them seem like too strong or oppressive to limited. But they all do like different neat things. Some of them you can even like build around and constructed. Like... I feel like they've handled it really well. 1 + 1 + 1 = 10. Taste it. Oh, this sound is heckin' nice. This is a hand and a half. Oh my god. Alright, we're definitely leading on Hierarch, so I want to be able to go Elf plus hold open this garbage. Next turn. Alright, that's not a walking ballista. It's not a walking ballista, friend. It's not even close. It's not even close. Oh yeah, this set's limited format is going to be wild. Honestly don't know what to expect out of it. Alright, it's pretty awkward that we're having to use up the rejection before the spell pierce. Hopefully we just draw a land and kill him. That'd be ideal. Hey, it was ideal. This deck is so derpy sometimes. Rawr. Taste it. Alright. We battled back. We defeated the Tron Menace. Truly Infect's toughest matchup. Truly the hardest matchup there is for Infect, but we managed it. We sure did. Oh, Phil, thank you for gifting that sub to Calculoso. That's so good, kind of you. Thank you. Really appreciate that support. Oh my gosh. I would like to go first. This is different. The hand is like shaded. Is this going to be a London mulligan? Oh my gosh! Yeah! Woo! 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 Ah! 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 I did it! I did it, chat! I never have to mulligan to 6 ever again! Welcome to London. I've been here a while, DT, but... Alright. Put back this Verdant Catacombs. Time to go to 5, just to see what it's like. Experience it again. This is great. I was thinking earlier how weird it's going to be. So, when you London mulligan and get to put your fetch land on the bottom, that you just don't need, it feels really good, right? And then when you mole to 6 under the old mole method, and then you scry a fetch land to the bottom, and you crack your fetch, so you undo your scry. You know, you crack your other fetch land from your hand and you undo your scry. It feels really bad. But you're functionally achieving exactly the same thing in both those scenarios. Which is wild to me. Like, the context that you're experiencing it in just, like, dramatically affects how it feels. Get to put your Dryad Arbor on the bottom. Jeez. Jeez. OP. Please nerf. Oh my gosh. Hey there, Spellskite. I guess we're just casting you this turn, aren't we? Good to see ya. Is London Mulligan coming to Arena? If it sticks around, they're giving it like a month of testing, right? Concluding with the MC. And then if they like it, they're going to bring it everywhere else. But if they don't, they won't. So, we Modo players and MC competitors are but guinea pigs. Which, to be fair, guinea pigs are quite cute, so pretty okay with that. Alright, fire off this fetch.
For the realm.
Ah, Blue to Noob, thank you so much for the continued support. It means a lot to me. You continuing to defend the realm of the Knights of Autumn. Thank you. Swingsies. I could just get in a Mutagenic Growth here, but you heard butt guinea pigs and were super confused for a second. Wow, they're not mono black? Oh, they're black green. Wild. Also, rip. Rip us. Jeez. If I left up Blossoming Defense, I could just, like, never lose. God damn it. Quick, Spellskite the ability. Alright, genuine question for the one and only Aaron Barrich. Would you have declined the Pendelhaven activation in this scenario? Like, I guess black-green is the most likely thing for them to have been on. Go away. Go away, opponent. Stop with this nonsense. I don't have to leave up 2 mana, yeah, so I just don't get to attack. So I guess I'm just meant to attack and be sad when that happens. 10. We can 10 our opponent with our mighty Spellskite. Alright. I don't really know how I win this one anymore. I say as they draw another Fatal Push. You always do the perfect thing. That's a strong claim. It is in fact quite the strong claim. I should maybe have given this +4/+4. Eh. Details. Details, details. Yee. Bye-bye, Spellskite. Alright. Cast my agent. Caius! Thank you for gifting that sub to Aaron. That's so kind of you. I really appreciate that. Now Aaron gets to spam emotes. Each player discards a card. Well, guess we didn't need this Mutagenic Growth anyway. If I untap with this friend, I come close. I can only deal 6 at the moment. Uh-huh. Stop. Stop. Ah! Ah! Oh, that is a good rule, Shovel Mage. I approve of that rule. The anyone who's a sub here has to lend their hat whenever I need it. Oh my gosh. Interaction is mean. Interaction is quite rude. This matchup doesn't seem like the best. I know when I used to play Jund, I felt like I could just never lose to Infect in a million years. And they're basically Jund, right? They don't have Lightning Bolt, but Fatal Push is just better against us anyway. I'm pretty inclined just to scoop here. Alright. Black, green, huh? So you want these Nissas. 100%. Don't really want these Distortion Strikes. Probably want to trim some Mutagenics. Aww, Mangled Pixel! Thank you for becoming a Knight of Autumn. That's so kind of you, thank you. Everyone get some love in chat for our new knight. Thank you so much for the support. Alright, so options for other things to board in are like Dismember, Spellskite, Spell Piercers. I'm not in love with Spell Pierce against the... Oh yeah, people who've subbed recently, we have an awesome sub-only Discord. If you link up your Twitch and Discord accounts, you can access it. It's a lot of fun there. So, I'm like not in love with the idea of Spell Pierce from the perspective of it feels like discard spells give my opponent a lot of leverage to play around Pierce if they're aware I have it in hand. On the other hand, Liliana the Last Hope is unbeatable. So there's that. I think I'm just going to run it like this. I could see cutting the Mutagenic Growth for like Spell Pierces or another Skite, maybe. Certainly pretty low impact. Alright, so you'd bring in Nissa, Skites, Dismember. I'm just gonna follow Aaron's word. Two Groundswell, 2 Might. And you'd keep in the Distortion Strikes. Interesting. You play a longer game against them? Why do you like the Distortion Strikes, Aaron? My thinking was you only have like a handful of creatures that actually get blocked on the ground against them. But I guess they're pretty good at answering Inkmoth because of Field of Ruin. Mulliganing against the attrition deck sucks. This hand also doesn't do anything. I do not believe our opponent's going to die to a Dryad Arbor. You'd snap. Fine. Just going to trust Aaron. I just don't understand how this hand wins games, Aaron. It's like a Dryad Arbor and 6 points of damage. Alright, so we lead on Pendelhaven. Because I'd rather save my Mishra's Bauble for the Scry. I win with Dryad Arbor. Against, like, Tarmogoyfs? It's a 3-4. That's true. It's a 2-3 +1. It's a 3-4. Interesting. You wanted to see a Barrage keep. Yep. I'm gonna see how this goes. Alright. Believe in Aaron. Can you see the sheer amount of belief on my face right now? It's overwhelming. Pump spells do beat Goy if that's fair. Just turn your pump spells into terminates. Alright. Come on, opponent. Cast your discard spell. No worries, Aaron. I'll be playing more of this at some other point. Maybe on Friday or something. I don't know. When do you travel for your next SCG thing? I guess you might be traveling on Friday. If not Friday, then some point next week. Easy solution, don't do taxes. I do not endorse that approach. There's no SCG till a new set. Sick! Aaron, you're discording in on Friday. FYI. You can convince me to keep lots of really bad looking hands that only you would ever keep. And only you would ever win with. But you do, in fact, win with. I guess if no one else would ever keep the hands, then no one else would ever win with them, right? So... Best thing about this hand, they can't Inquisition my threat. Because my threat's a fetch land. Strong. Thank you, Aaron. Alright. That is just logical. It really is. When you think about it. Yeah, that's fair. Discard spells are really bad against this hand, right? They just, like, take a giant growth. And we still have all three of our threats, essentially. I guess there's, like, a matchup dependent thing at least, right, Aaron? Like... Like, if you're playing against a fast deck, you can never keep this hand in a million years. Let's look at the top card, decide when to crack this fetch. Pendelhaven. Wow. Let's go ahead and do this now. Yeah, that makes sense, Aaron. Alright. Fort Seas. Yeah. Resolves. See if my 3/4 can get there. What's a good vanilla 3/4? See if my Axebane Beast can get him. Ooh, the disrespect for Dryad Arbor is real. Disrespect for Dryad Arbor is so real. My Dryad Arbor, I guess. Grazing Whiptail. Ooh, I like Grazing Whiptail. Now it's just a Tellarian Scholar. Alas. Ooh, Aaron's home for 3 weeks. Awesome. That is very good to know about. Oh my god, Faithless Dooning. That's a heckin' lot. Resolves. I'm assuming I meant to sack the Dryad Arbor here. Feel a little sad about it. Come on, plus. Giant growth, giant growth, giant growth, giant growth. Give me a giant growth. My Glistener Elf is hungry. Believe in you, Dak. You wouldn't let me down. It's not a giant. God damn. Alright, alright. Cast my Spellskite. Mutagenic. No, we boarded out all our Mutagenics, Maze's End. Alas. It's like almost tempting to let Liliana live. 1, 2, 8. And the Distortion Strike doesn't do anything, so like we have a card we want to discard, but I think I'm just meant to attack her. It's possible we end up needing this Distortion Strike, right? And, like needing to draw into a breeding pool or something. Another discard spell. Yeah. Rude. That gets the tracker all the way. They don't actually die if they don't block, because we attacked Liliana, but that was going to be the case anyway. Alright. You would probably attack, it seems like they can't beat the 4 cards you have if you hit blue. Yeah. The Distortion Strike lines up really well against them there. Ugh. The grind. The grind is so real. Alright. It's a pretty good one, honestly. Who is the Glistener Elf attacking? Probably not the Liliana. Maybe the Liliana. Then she just keeps plussing though and soaks up so much damage. I guess I just have to attack them, try and make Become Immense like lethal at some point. Whilst I have the Spellskite to protect me. If they minus Liliana, then the Inkmoth can kill the Lily to make sure they can't get rid of the Spellskite. If they don't minus Liliana, then they're just like not achieving much. Yeah, so I just get rid of the Glistener, because I need this Spellskite in play. Awkwardly, Spellskite doesn't protect me from Field of Ruin. I don't know, it doesn't feel that close. They have a bunch of clues stored up. We need to draw into some high impact stuff to win this, it feels like. Definitely got some stuff going on though. We probably have to just deal with the Lily next turn to make sure Spellskite sticks around. Hey there, JRH. I'm having a good day. Yeah, today's been rad. Kinda sad I couldn't start streaming earlier today. Had a bunch of stuff to get done. It's gonna be a busy few days for me. Yeah, trying out some more Infect. It's been pretty fun so far, although we keep getting paired against these, like, attrition decks. Got paired against Jund Shadow earlier, too. They felt like pretty rough matchups. At least when, like, you're as inexperienced with the deck as I am, it makes it feel pretty awkward. Oh, that makes sense, Calculoso. Yeah, I think we were meant to attack them. I think I'm happy with the attack, but it's definitely tough. Yeah, it feels awkward against Inquisition decks for sure. Ooh. Aw, thank you so much, Shay. I really appreciate that. Trying out something a bit different, you know? I'm glad you like it. Goodbye, Liliana. Do I have a favorite modern deck? It used to be Lantern. But Lantern is just so bad now that I just don't enjoy playing it very much as a result. I do really enjoy playing Tron, as horrible as that makes me. I really enjoy playing, like, bad green-white creature decks. Of all varieties. I used to be obsessed with Saheeli combo. With, like, Eldritch Evolutions and stuff. Have I tried the new pod? I have not. That's the sort of deck I'd really like, though. I want to give it a try at some point. It's the sort of deck I would have been obsessed with, like, a few years ago. Okay, so this is 4/5, put them to 7, and then land kills them. Next turn. Have I tried Whirl Lantern? I have given that a try. It did not go terribly well. But I'm also aware I ran quite poorly with it. I want to give it another try at some point. I think it was meant to do this. It gives me like a bunch of live draws to kill my opponent with next turn. It means Might is lethal, Green Source is lethal. Become Immenses would have been lethal anyway. Oh no, Become Immense wouldn't have been lethal without doing that actually. Alright. Does this kill me? It's pretty close to killing me. It does give me the green source to kill them if they don't have anything else. Aw, thanks Whoop. Appreciate that. Hey there, Weeb. Hopefully I'm not dead here. They have 10. How many creatures? 1, 2, 3. So if they eat all the creatures, then the Goyf shrinks. So we'd go to 1. If they eat everything. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. If they eat everything, we go to 1. Oh my god. Alright. Well. It's certainly a thing. Oh, how did that happen, DC? Do you mean your opponent got to London Mulligan, or...? Oh, you thought it worked like balance. That makes sense, DC. Alright, I don't believe we have any outs. Oh my gosh, these Inquisition decks are brutal. They really, really are. Why are people playing mid-range? I mean, if everyone else is mulliganing a lot, it starts to look okay. Except if they're all mulliganing with Tron, then it's a bit more of a yikes. Alright. I imagine this is a mulligan. Aaron is not around to tell me that this would somehow be a keep because it has a Dryad Arbor in it. Yikes. Alright. I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna put this hand sucks. This is a 5-card hand, Aaron, okay? Land and Noble. I kind of want to keep both Nobles. I don't know if that's silly. I kind of want to get rid of like a land. Like maybe a Bauble. Or a Mutagenic Growth. Pool and Growth. Yeah, that's kind of where I was at. I think. It's not obvious to me which is better of Catacombs and Pool, because cracking the Catacombs shuffles those 2 cards back in. But it also helps Fuel become immense, which is pretty nice. Am I just meant to auto crack these, try and find a Glistener? I feel like I'm meant to. Or I can like crack one and see what I draw in their turn to see if I need to crack the other immediately. Seachrome Coast. Oh my god, is this gonna be Cheerios? That would be wild. It might be Cheerios. Not many decks play Seachrome Coast. Certainly not blue-white. It's definitely a deck you want to be testing with the London Mole rule as well. Alright, don't turn to me. Greater Gargadon has entered the exile zone. That's a thing. It's balance, yeah. Some sort of restore balance, electrodominance nonsense, I guess. As foretold, etc. Right, they have a path to exile on top of that deck. Of note. Alright, cast my Noble Hierarch. Attack for 2. You imagine it's awful for us. I could imagine that that's the case. Balance seems like a relatively tough card for Infect to beat. Just like pick up my whole board and put it in the bin. They did scry to the top, which is not terribly surprising. So they have a path to exile up now, which is strong. Interesting. 10, 14, 15, 16, so I can try and kill them next turn with Hierarch beats. It's a hell of a thing. I mean, I don't feel like I can give them forever. Kind of wish that was a fetched land. Don't know how much that matters though. So I think I'm just meant to Vines here. I need to try and get them dead, and this like technically kills them next turn. Wow, they're just taking it. Cool. London Mulligan is live, Summer. It's really exciting. Oh, I guess I didn't meant to become immense here whilst they're tapped out. It doesn't actually matter though. I can do it next turn. It makes more sense to do it now to like guarantee my damage. That was pretty bad. Also do not think it's likely to matter. They need to have 2 removal spells up next turn to punish me. We did play around Restore Balance by mulling to 5. We sure did. Kind of Sora. They're playing a version of it that doesn't need border posts. I'm not sure exactly how they're enabling it, but they are playing a deck like the border post deck, just without the border posts. Some other way of getting everything to line up. 1 Infect hype. Hey there, Or. Great to see you. Gargadon is basically a border post, except it's a 9/7. Oh my god, we were actually punished for not becoming immencing last turn. Awesome. I guess this is actually fine. I'm being silly, right? This is actually fine. I just go Vines. Yeah, do we just Vines without Kicker first? That's a good question, Prometheus. And then we can Vines with Kicker, and then we can become immense. Yeah, if it doesn't matter whether I kick the first one, I kind of just want to kick it anyway. I'm not sure what wilds it makes a difference one way or the other though. Alright, please don't have the second path, opponent. Have a heart. Oh. Oh my gosh. Hey there, Kabuto. Good to see you. Punished? I mean, what else are we meant to do, JRH? We can't give them time. Like, so kind of punished, but punished for making the only play we can do. Right? God, trying to kill people with Noble Hierarchs is something. Alright, how do we win this? If we draw another Become Immense, we have 1, 2... We'd be like 1 mana short of killing. Well, we could draw Verdant Catacombs. Right. Our win condition his opponent's deck turns into a wild pile of wastes and slag. Powerful strategy. This is a lightning bolt. It's a snapcaster on path. Yep. Or a snap, opt, and block. God, this is so miserable. How do you play this deck, Aaron? Every deck just has that we're facing is just a pile of terminates. Targeted opt. Like, I can't win without this Noble Hierarch. I also can't win with this Noble Hierarch by even using my Become Immense. Hey, this guy. Good to see you. I guess I have a Dryad Arbor on tap. Maybe I just let this happen. Yeah, I have a Dryad Arbor. You're right. You're right. And then like a +4/+4 can get there. If my opponent just bricks horrifically. Yeah, I've got an Arbor in hand. Yep, yep. I saw the line. Eventually. This opponent's going to have nothing in hand. As counter into nothing. We're going to find Dryad Arbor. We're going to draw a +4/+4. It's going to be great. It's going to be so heckin' great. It's not quite what I asked for, opponent. At least now if they activate a Scanter, they can't cast anything though, other than Restore Balance, which... Yeah. This is an experience. It doesn't do anything. That kinda does something. Yeah. The old, make you sack all your lands. It's pretty reasonable. Alright. I don't want to keep playing this game. Maybe there's a world in which I win this. Restore balance. Jesus. Okay. Take out some garbage. Bring in these. I guess I could bring in Nature's Claim for Asphatold. I kind of just want to get him dead instead. I feel like I kind of just want to get my opponent dead instead. Nissa seems nice, does she? Nissa is just so slow. I feel like I need to just kill my opponent. Because they have the long game. Because of Restore Balance. We just can't beat a resolved Restore Balance, right? Oh my gosh. Okay. This is decent. I'll keep this one. I guess I've got the Pendelhaven, so I only need one threat. Aw, hey Jarvis. Thank you for the nice amount of bits. Appreciate it. Kinda just want to get rid of the Spellskite, of one of the Glistener Elves. Is that crazy? Or Vines, one of these two. Go turn 1 Elf, hope they don't have the turn 1 removal, then turn 2 Spellskite. I don't know. I should probably just get rid of Vines. Who is Yarvis? Ah. Sega. Even if they kill this, we have the Spellskite. So, for the next one. Yeet. Rip Glistener Elf. Hello, Spellskites. Has there been a lot of Dredge? We haven't actually seen Dredge yet. But we're also only 4 matches in, so not everyone has the New Mulligan rule yet. New Mulligan rule has actually been kind of sweet so far. I've been enjoying it. Like, choosing what cards to send back is actually pretty fun. Alright, I get to land my elf. Also get to do some Bauble shenanigans. Has the Mulligan rule ruined Modern forever? Yes. Modern is just like forever broken now. It will never be the same. This isn't quite a classic matchup, Jarvis. There are some slight details you're missing out on right now. Opponent, stop. Stop. Why you gotta be like this, huh? Why you gotta be like this? Right, become immense. Almost. Almost. Almost to become immense. Alright. +4/+4 kills them. Become Immense kills the unstressful way, where we even get to have protection up. Resolves. Alright. It's a Hallowed Fountain, so they might have Snap Bolt, which is not terribly exciting. They could have Snapcaster as a blocker, which is also not terribly exciting. Dryad Arbor interacts very poorly with Restore Balance, but we're also probably not beating our Restore Balance, realistically. Okay. I would like to swing with my mediocre creatures. Comes a Snapcaster. Yep. I've not seen Electro Dominance yet. I've seen Asphodel. Though. Interesting. Well, obviously I'm just gonna pump this to save it. What do I think of the 3 mana Proliferate when you cast a non-creature spell? And the 3 mana Proliferate landfall for Infect. Honestly, I've not actually played many games of Infect in my life. I'm just kind of trying it out. So I can't give a terribly good answer to that. I guess I want to wait for them to cast the Opt to guarantee I get info. I imagine most Proliferate things are like a bit low impact in Infect, but obviously it's played Tezzeret's Gambit before, once upon a time. Or at least Legacy Infect has. Aw, thanks for it, Prager. I appreciate that. Glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, that makes sense, Lassie. That's kind of my understanding of it. Tezzeret's Gambit's seen play in the past because it answers Chalice, but outside of that... Like, honestly, the more relevant part of Proliferate cards is that they answer Chalice. Because Chalice is such a beating. It's true, Tom Ross does whatever he wants and wins anyway because he's great. It is hella sweet. I've tried it out in Geddon stacks before. Just because Geddon stacks really struggles to have any sort of like card draw. Anger of the Gods. Electro Dominance. Yikes. This is a problem. I should probably play Coercive Portal. Coercive Portal was printed after I stopped playing Geddon stacks, I believe. This doesn't seem particularly beatable, if I'm being honest. I guess I have a Glistener Elf in hand that I wisely held. Or, you know, drew off my Bauble. One of the two. Why did they main phase this? That's a good question. Play around us drawing a Spell Pierce or something? It is a bit surprising though, I agree. Yeah, I get to replay an elf. I think this is fine. I think this is actually secretly okay. Wow, that's such a beating. Because we had Dryad Arbor, they get to keep 4 lands instead of 3. That's so rude. Jeez. Ah, it's not hilarious, Jarvis. It's heartbreaking. These are not the same thing. Oh my word. Stop. Dear God. Alright, they're on 2. What do I think about the new Saheeli and Blue-Red Delver? Ooh, I've not considered her in Blue-Red Delver. That's interesting. I'm actually going to be writing an article about Saheeli, so might have a little think about that one. That was a good suggestion. I could use my Vines instead. It's pretty bad if they have a path, but I don't know that we're beating a path very easily. Regardless, we have to race this Ancestral Vision. I think I'm just going to use up the Might instead. But unsure if this is correct or not. Like, we run into path this turn regardless of what we do. There's kind of no getting around that one. Alright, they just played a land. Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8. You don't say. You don't say. Taste it. Holy day incoming. Don't do this to me, Jarvis. Don't be like this. Oh. God, they had so many removal spells. Does Nissa get hit by Restore Balance? No. Maybe we do want Nissa. Maybe I was wrong about Nissa earlier. Kinda want to have Nissa in the deck now. Does get hit by Gargadon. Don't we all in the end, though? Don't we all get hit by Gargadon in the end? So we get a Spellskite. Since we're bringing in more threats. Spellskite's like pretty nice. It was just like cut. Feels like all their removal forces the game to go along and makes the spell pierces awkward. Like, they're good on like the opening couple turns, but after that, especially on the draw. Cut baubles? Yeah, maybe. The games aren't super fast, so we're not looking to like stock up our Become Immense quickly. And cutting a bauble just also means we'll like flood a tiny bit less. That's fair. Whatever. Board at random. Sure, it's fine. It's like kind of weird because they're a control deck, but they're also like very much not. So I feel forced to keep all my pump spells in, even though some of them suck. You cut some mutagenics. Thing is, they're only like half a control deck though. They've got a bunch of restore balances. So there's a lot of pressure on me to actually kill my opponent. I don't know, it's tough. It is low impact, I agree. You might be right. You might be right. Yeah, that's fair, lassie. That's fair. God, Pendelhaven always just seems so absurd. Why can we not have more Pendelhavens? Why does it have to be legendary? How's the mulligan been so far? It's actually been kind of nice. It's been playing really well. It's, just gives you more decisions, right? Which is fun. I'm kind of okay with any rule change that gives you more decisions and more agency. They put both on the bottom? Jeez. Oh my word. Right, they went bottom top. There's a lightning bolt on top. Yikes. See ya, DC. Hope class goes well. Thank you for hanging out. Ooh, hello there, friends. Blossoming Defense, huh? Four, 5, 6. We're like 1 mana away from killing them this turn. Oh no, can we just kill them? Can we just kill them, right? I'm not being dumb. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome. I can count. No, this doesn't have haste. Ah, so we have to force them to tap out so that we can kill them next turn. Okay, okay, okay. So, I'm going to play a Blighted Agent. Yeah, I just played the Inkmoth. I was being derpy. I was like multitasking. So I have to play the Blighted Agent. And we're playing the Glistener too. If they have Anger, we just get like fully destroyed. But then then we don't even kill them with an land. I think I'm just passing the turn. Try and get them to use like 2 removal spells on the Blighted Agent. Maybe. That's fair, Davasaur. You're probably correct. I figured the removal spells would go after Blighted Agent, but I agree with your assessment. Gosh. This is tough. I almost want to play the Glistener. We just, like, get utterly demolished by Anger of the Gods. But if they just have a bunch of spot removal, I just want them to, like, shoot down my creatures so that Inkmoth can live. It's like, Anger's still going to be pretty absurd against me even if I don't play the Glistener Elf. Alright, please no Anger of the Gods. Just go, like, bolt my agent, path my Glistener Elf. This is, worryingly close to what I asked for. That was kind of a treat. Literally called it. Literally called it. Taste it. Good old turn 3 kill through double removal spell. Nice. Very nice, if I might say so. Oh my word. Now I can feel complete. That was a treat. Dear God. What's that? Lightning Bolt and Path? No problem. This deck wins on turn 3 or loses on turn 20. Those have been roughly my experiences so far. I won on turn 10 versus Breach Titan the other day. I was playing a League off stream. I dispelled their Summoner's Pact. They played no more Wincons the rest of the game. Shot me down to 5 with Valakut triggers before I cast another threat. And then they couldn't kill the threat before it killed them next turn. It was a very silly game. Your turn 10 kill against Breach Titan. The way you write it up, right? Jeez. Where's Aaron when you need him? There's a lot of threats. Draw a pump spell and it's like kinda okay. I think I meant to keep this. Could we get another Restore Balance deck? Please no. Did not seem like the most pleasant matchup in the world. So definitely want to lead on Breeding Pool, because I want to be able to go Inkmoth Blighted next turn. Ooh, Ad Nauseam? Taste the blood already. You would keep this. Awesome. I'm learning, Aaron. I'm learning. Alright. Aaron, we just killed... I think you missed out on it. Last game we killed on turn 3 through Lightning Bolt plus Path. It was great. I didn't want to play Inkmoth. Oh, in case I draw a +4/+4, I need to be able to cast both. Yeah, that makes sense. Opponent has conceded from the game. Deal. I'll take it. Acceptable. That was a delight, if I might say so. Alright, bring in these 5. Take out Dismember. I assume we take out this. Take out 2 strikes. Take out the Arbor. Perfect. Kind of want to mulligan this one. I think I've successfully located a mulligan. Against all odds. Ugh. Help. I guess I just try and Bauble into a green source. Blue source, whatever. Alright. I'm gonna put a threat and something else on the bottom. Yeah, so I put like Blighted Agent plus Vines on the bottom, I believe. You put Might on the bottom? I was thinking on Vines was it's only a +4/+4 if we draw 2 green sources, which is kind of a big ask. Whereas the Might is just like always a +4/+4. And they don't interact very much, so it's not like we need the protection. Yay, Aaron approves of a decision. I feel so seen. This is delightful. What are you talking about, Shops? We can literally cast a spell. Literally cast a spell. It is amusing to me how the new Mulligan rule stops you keeping so many 0-landers. It was like the curse for me. I'd always see these like 6-card hands about a land and be like, I get to scry and then I get to draw. So I could probably keep this, right? Invariably not work out. I mean, what the best deck is could change as a result of it. I feel like there are a few decks that clearly get power level boosts from the Mulligan. Tron, Dredge, potentially Infect, Goryo's Vengeance decks, any decks looking to like use Simian Spirit Guide in some regard. There are plenty of decks that are getting power boosts. So what the best deck is could change. Especially since it's more than just like some decks getting power boosts, right? Like, it's also some decks getting power boosts makes other decks worse because they might have bad matchups against the decks that are getting better, etc. Every deck gets better. Yes, every single deck gets better in the abstract, but some decks are going to be getting more better than other decks are. So like some decks are only going to get like a couple % boost in power, whereas others are going to get like a bit more than that. I almost want to cycle this and hope to hit a land. I think that's the only way I can win this game. Because I need multiple lands for all my pub spells. The idea is to find the deck that gains the most from the new mulligan, whilst not being weak against the other decks that gain the most from the new mulligan, whilst also just in the abstract being a powerful and good deck. There's like a bunch of different things you have to juggle. I think I have to cycle this. I just have to hit land drops to try and kill him. Strong. The goal is to find the deck that wins the most and also loses the least. That is accurate, in fact. Alright, please don't kill me. Like not to die. Aw, thank you, Sora. I will attempt to say whilst more often. Alright. This is a bit awkward now. Resolves. I guess it's a blocker, right? Disruptive blocker. It's not clear to me I can actually attack now. Don't really love trading a clique for 2 mutagenic growths. I'm just gonna pass the turn. I think people generally overestimate how much the London Mole will change things. I think that is true. But I think it is also true that it will change things. Yeah, that is very true, Bob. And the decks that are getting the boost are also decks that are already good. So the meta, like, the top portion of the meta is still going to look pretty similar, for sure. I think there are decks that don't gain as much that are at the top, though. Like, I feel GDS very clearly gains less than some of the other top decks do. Right, I will pass the turn again. She'll have a lot of giant growths over here. I guess my opponent's not doing anything either. They just have infinite mana. Cool. That's a good draw. It's a very good draw. Alright, fire up the Inkmoth. Am I going to play around a Fatal Push? Like, just fire off 2 mutagenics. The thing is, I kind of like to have Lethal next turn. I don't want to give them time. More than anything. Obviously, if I cast a Might of Old Krosa and they have a Fatal Push, I'd probably just lose. But I kind of just don't want to give them time. If they have a Fatal Push, this is really rough. But I think it's more likely that they have like half of the combo and they're waiting to draw into the other half and then just like destroy us. I need to draw another land to ever meaningfully play around Fatal Push whilst actually providing a clock anyway. I'm just going to do this. Yeah, Dredge mulls very aggressively and wins off mulls very well. Tron wins off like 5-card hands all the time and mulligans really aggressively too. Those are the two really big ones. Those are the two decks that like have sufficient power level on low card hands whilst also just having like a bunch of bad 7s because they're looking for such specific things to do their job. So those are the two really big ones. Amulet, oh, Amulet's a huge one too. Yeah, Amulet as well. Like some of the 7s of Amulet look heinous. But then like you get these 5-card hands where you just have all the pieces. And because of bounce lands, you recover from mulligans really well. Because a bounce land is like unmulliganing, right? Because a bounce land is just 2 cards in one. I'm just going to go for it. They didn't have the Fatal Push last turn. They would have used it if they had it. Sure. So I guess I want to use these now, since they clearly don't have a push at the moment. I could also, like, not use them to hide how dead they are at any point. Yes, it is on Moto Og. We've been doing some London moles already. It's been really sweet. It's actually been quite fun. Gives you a lot of decisions, you know? A lot of interesting decisions. Yeah, control decks typically don't gain much from mulliganing. Or, like, don't want to mulligan. Also, like, dislike just having a lower amount of cards in their hand in general. We've not played Tron yet. That's probably the plan for the next league. Oh, Burn gets a lot worse, yeah. Burn just doesn't gain that much from the rule, because it just needs a raw quantity of resources, rather than like a specific combination. Alright, let's not run into a darkness. Ooh. Alright. The packs keep coming. Now Inkmoth's lethal on its own, which is pretty nice. I think people are going to try and do that. Whether it's good enough remains to be seen, but I think people are certainly going to try and brew around taking advantage of the new mulligan rule. Like, Serum Powder is a big part of that, right? Serum Powder has a lot of potential to be abused. Right, got the 3-2. Won our good matchups, lost to our bad matchups. Apart from Jeskai, which we somehow beat against all odds. I'm now 9-6 with Infect for the full mediums. But I've also not been playing amazingly. I've just been learning and stuff, right? We reckon we probably threw the match against humans yesterday. This deck is fun. I kind of want to keep playing it at some point. I'm going to try out a different deck now, though. I love a good medium record. Oh my gosh. Alright, that was good.